for that to pop up. Okay, well, welcome everyone to CENMAC's Thursday 30, which this week is Scribeasy, and welcome to Amanda Duncan, who started Scribeasy. I think it's a fantastic online program, which you're going to learn about this afternoon. So just to let you know, we're recording so that we can share this later. And if you've got any questions, if you don't mind just popping them into the chat, and then Amanda will take them at the end. So thank you very much, Amanda. And I'm looking forward to seeing your developments and things that you're doing with Scribeasy. Yeah.
Okay, thanks very much, Catherine and Annabelle. So I'm going to show you in this session a demonstration of how a cross-curricular session can be created using AI and arts and crafts. And the example is actually a project that is about to start running for Southwark Council. So we did a pilot last year in a school in Peckham, and now this is an opportunity that's going to be rolled out for free across all schools in Southwark for town planning, and it's a school super zones project. So if anyone is interested to know teachers afterwards, they're very free to get in touch via Catherine or myself to me. And we can give you more details about this project. But I wanted to demonstrate cross-curricular use of AI. So, for example, I've created a lesson plan from an arts activity that with maps and making 3D models, and then showing how you can bring it into the virtual world and to inspire children to write. So basically to help them invest in their stories, but also to use AI to streamline your time as a teacher, but to help you with the vocabulary that's related to a topic and to plan your session. So Scribeasy is a visual writing platform, and the objective of this session, I've demonstrated it through, was to create a school super zone. So it's a 400-meter area around the class, around a school. And this particular project was to focus on, or is to focus on, clean air quality, better air quality, access to green spaces, and also healthy eating. So the task was, or the task is, to integrate a 3D model, a map of the area, which then can be uploaded. So all the fine motor skills of the creative making, we're doing similar projects, for example, with museums where children create characters, rags, tying knots and rags and creating characters, and then uploading them into virtual scenes that could be used with generative AI. So all of those features are possible in Scribeasy. But the main core sort of driving thrust is that children are investing into writing. So it's a build up to the storytelling. So you can see here the final outcome, where the student will have created a scene, they will have added additional content into their uploaded picture, and then they will start to write. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of how we get there. There's a little video here, a few seconds. Oh.
Amanda, has that got sound?
It's just a little bit of music in the background.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's just
yeah.
a few seconds of within the Scribeasy, and this is what I'm going to show you, how to make a lesson plan and use the AI and the ChatGPT prompt. So it's a really quick overview of the session today. So there's a form builder, and I'm going to show you how you can add images. and generate your lesson plan and create writing prompts. And then this is the student view, where then they can create scenes and write their stories. And there's also generative AI, which is in the picture gallery, where children could generate the characters or backgrounds that they want. So the overview is to show teachers how you can create a lesson plan, but then there's all these tools that give the child or the learner the ability to be their own teacher, to check their spelling, to correct their writing and their spellings, and use AI as a support. So this will be in the video that I can send everybody as a reference. So now I'm going to actually show you there's the picture of the map, the 3D map that a student will have made in this example. So this could be a character, it could be any art object or drawing that child's added. And then you can see the red lines from the picture gallery. You can see the menu down the side, and there's a red line there. That's the picture gallery. You would have logged into Scribeasy, and you will then upload that picture to the picture gallery, and you will give it a title, and a student could photograph and upload to their account as well. So children can build up their own investigative picture gallery. And then I'm going to show you, as a teacher, you logged in, you will create a lesson plan. So you can see on the left hand side where it says master classes, you will click into master classes, and you can create folders which we call themes, and within those folders you can create unlimited amounts of story packs or lessons that are grouped into that theme. So for example, I've created, you can see it says city super zones. Within that, I'd click and it says view story packs, and then I can add lesson modules within that folder, so to speak. So each lesson is one clear task. So just going back, so you click on view story packs, then you would go to, at the top it says create new theme or create new pack. So you would then start, and that takes you into a form builder where you would give your lesson a title. So I've called it School Super Zones for this example. And it will automatically, because I'm in the folder, keep this lesson within the related folder. Then you can see I've done screenshots where it says description. That's a brief description for the student to know what they're going to do, or their learning task, for example. And then in the yellow box here, generate a lesson with ChatGPT. This is where you will plan, and the key is in how you write your lesson prompt. So this is an example. It's really worth having a think before, and it helps you consolidate what you need and what you need ChatGPT to help you with. So I've asked it for this, and I'll show you the example after. Act like a teacher and help me create a cross-curricular lesson for simple town planning. So I've outlined what we're going to do. There will be 3D map making uploaded to a digital platform where students can write about their ideas. So I've included some examples. For example, I want them to think about reuse and repair, reduce CO2 emissions, recycle, being healthy. So you can be very specific with what your tasks are, and you can ask ChatGPT to pull up. You could list it and say, I need 10 related vocabulary words, or 20, however many words you need. But normally it's like 5 to 10 words that will appear. Then you can add to the word bar in Scribeasy. So the more detailed you are with your lesson planning and your lesson prompt, the better the results will be. So this was my example. And then I screenshotted, then I put that into, you click the yellow button, it says create a lesson plan with ChatGPT, you put your prompt into there, you generate, you press the button to generate, and then ChatGPT will do its thing. What I then do is copy and paste that into a Word document and adapt the lesson as I need, and then add in a version that's child friendly, student friendly. So it just lays out very clearly the instructions for them, so that when they click and open on the lesson that they're going to do, there's a very clear instruction that's student friendly. So I'll show you that in a second. So but you can see there it's generated the lesson for me, which then I would adapt and make it specific. So then I would continue with the form builder, which is still where ChatGPT is. But I would add in, and these are just screenshots, images. So Scribeasy works, it has settings, objects, and characters. So I would add in the relevant characters and objects and images that I need. I can change the titles of each image as I need, because they're coming from the picture gallery. So I can change them, but essentially they're the nouns that will be in the picture. I can also add, you can see in the bottom screen, bottom left and the bottom right, phrases to copy. So you'll see I could add in sentence starters that students could decide, you know, for example, I've got here some, the main issue we face today, I want my children to write in the present and the future tenses. So, and then I can also add writing prompts. So students could actually click and see suggested sentence starters. I can record the lesson, so I could have a script, and as well as the student reading the lesson prompt, the lesson plan, the specific task and the learning outcome, I could upload my voice, which is reading out the lesson for them too. So then I'm in the student view here. I would have saved that lesson plan. It doesn't take long. I would say it takes 10 to 15 minutes to put a lesson plan together. And then the student, you click on start writing, so you can test your lesson out. So you've got a visual story pack for students to interact with and make a picture. So I'm in masterclasses. I will click on start writing, and you can see next to the picture, I've added a sound, and I've added there's the lesson prompts. You can see that's in the yellow. It says school super zones. That's the lesson plan. So students could read through their task. What would you like to see around your school? Green spaces. So that's their activity. And then here is the Scribeasy flow, where you can see I've uploaded, or they've uploaded their map, and then they can click through characters and objects and start to build up their scene and plan. So along the top of the screen, it's not highlighted here, but they can make things bigger and smaller. They can use familiar images, maybe people they need, but they're thinking and they're planning their writing through the picture prompts. And you can see all the nouns and of the of the picture in the screen below. When the student's ready, they click start writing, and you can see here there's some red lines. I can scroll down. I can actually go into the platform really quickly after this. There's a thesaurus at the top, search thesaurus, so students can start writing. They can click along the top bar here, where it says writing mode. There are these various icons which you can click into. So there's the red, it says AB, that's a spell checker. It will highlight words that need checking. There's speech to text. There's an immersive reader, the brown button. There's a tense checker, which is in green. And then there's also there's ChatGPT, so students could check, drag across a section of their writing, and it will directly, it won't correct their writing, but in the sidebar, it will give them a comparative so that they could read another way of an improved sentence of their sentence. And you can see where it says the main issue we face today, those are where in the lesson plan, in the lesson planning section, you added vocabulary or sentence starters, so children could click 1, 2, 3 and open up sentence starters. You can see below the picture on the left-hand side here, there's all the thesaurus words, some words, and the words that I added that I wanted students to use in the lesson plan. So the ones that are yellow are the words that the students used. So they know that they need to perhaps use all 10 or 15 words in their story. And then there's the brown, sorry, here you can see you've got dictation, but you can see the brown image icon at the top of the screen. That's the immersive reader, so you can switch on and hear the story playback and have the visual dictionary there as well. So it was a really quick overview. I've actually got Scribeasy on screen, so I'm just going into, so it's live here. So if there's any questions now, I can actually show you, Catherine, if there's any questions or anyone's there or would like to ask anything now.
I can't see any questions in the chat. Would anyone like to ask any questions? I think feel free to turn your mic on and ask if you would like.
You can see in the lesson plan here, I'll just go through it so you can actually see it in action. But
Yeah.
here's the audio. Oh, there's some examples here. I'll just click into the
So
story.
Amanda, there's a question here in the chat. It says, can Scribeasy be used in one-to-one support settings for literacy?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. As a teacher, so you can build, each child has their own picture gallery. So there's lots of images, but you can make things very specific for children. So for example, I've been doing quite a lot of work with children with autism, and where I've used their favourite animals or pets to feature in stories. So we've had you know, assistive dogs, for example, going to Egypt and all places, you know. So it's a lovely way of personalising any lesson through, you know, through a student's I guess top themes that they love, or their passions. In User Manager, I'm going a little bit off topic here, but you can see as a teacher, I'm in an example teacher mode, but you can click into your students' stories, and you could, got any in this one particularly, but you can click into each student's story, and if I go back into my own, we've got some examples here. You could then annotate, so a student can get personal feedback from you. You could drag across and leave little notes for them, unless if you're sitting next to them. But you could also work, you know, online with them perhaps, and then they would get notifications in this little bell here, which shows them sections that you've annotated their stories. But it's really easy for within masterclasses to create, you know, lessons that are very bespoke to a student, dependent on, you know, writing the past tense, or you know, the topics that they would like. So I'll just show you the lesson plan again. I go into this is, you see, I'm in a folder, and then this is where I'd edit the story pack, and I could just very quickly make my own. You just follow the form, and you can add as much or as little information as you want. But the main thing is that you're uploading pictures that are relevant to, you know, to the student. If it's a one-to-one thing, you might have personalized characters and pets here, and the topics that they love in the objects. Children can create their own lesson plans, actually. So they could create their own folders and be more investigative about the topics. And they could also, by uploading to the picture gallery, upload pictures that they love, decide if it's a setting, an object, or a character. Use add the noun here, but they could also generate something that they want with the generative AI. And this is where the child's descriptive powers will really help them sort of invest into how they want to start a story. So you could actually start a story from a particular picture in the picture gallery. So I'm in a demo student teacher thing. Let's say we want to start with don't know, any suggestions here? Here's a sci-fi street that was generated with the AI. So we might start a story
Sci-fi street
book from here, and
dragon,
you could see how you could then, you could add your own images,
unicorn,
but you could also start to build up your own
iron bridge,
topics. This is going a little bit off piste from the creative. It's more creative writing, but then you'd start writing. But children can investigate and use the platform in many different ways, whether it's for creative writing or a cross-curricular topic, more investigative, like we were doing today with school super zones.
Yeah, it's really lovely, Amanda. I wondered, could you just tell us a little bit about the project in Southwark and how people would access that?
Yes, so I'm just in the Learning Hub here, by the way. I didn't show everyone this, but you can check children's how their word vocabulary going through different topics as well. So it's quite interesting to see. You just choose your student, and then if they've used words, you'll see their percentage of growth. But so the School Super Zones project is a Southwark initiative that we started with a pilot in a school in Peckham last year, a primary school, and it was a real success in terms of helping children become ambassadors for their school super zone. So we want to improve. Southwark has one of the highest levels of obesity and air quality. So working with Southwark, we want children to be able to play a part in improving their local school. So a school super zone is 400 metres around the school. So it involved an active walk, the model making, the map building. We used Google Maps, and then children uploaded to the platform their maps, and they wrote about the now and the future and how they made them feel. So we used Scribeasy as a research platform. So it's all anonymized data, but each school presented their findings, and then we helped the students then present in a school assembly. So it was like a class of 30 that represented the school, and then they presented to the school assembly, and then that went to Southwark Borough. So for each school that partakes, it will go live hopefully by the middle of next month. By the end of it helps Southwark last year make active changes around that school. So hedges being put in place that cut down the smell of emissions, a better playground, so the slide that was burnt out, so children could write about what it was actually like living in, you know, and inhabiting the school super zone, the 400 meters. So it's a average about 5-minute walk around the school. So yes, I'll send you all the details, Catherine, for that.
Maybe we could put that in our next newsletter.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. And it's a great initiative for you know, for Southwark to be doing for schools. It's a mayor's initiative, and it's really, really needed. But it really does help children kind of feel that they can play a part and have a voice. So children of all abilities were able to share their experiences, and all ages as well.
Oh, lovely. And I don't know for the other people that are on the call, because I think one thing about Scribeasy is that it's very, very reasonable. So I don't know if you want to share what the costs are for people. Yeah.
Well, we schools can get in touch, but on an average you can pick up and pick down, you know, use it as you go. But I think it's around, I can't remember exactly, it's about 40 to 60 pounds a month for a whole school, so up to 300 students. But obviously you might not need it for, you know, that many, so we just go on usage. So it can be for as little as £10 a month, you know, for a class. So
which
schools
I just think is amazing for schools when you look at costs of other software. So you're getting such an amazing platform. Yeah.
But
so
what I didn't, sorry, Catherine, what I didn't show you was that the books and the Southwark project as well. The children's stories become e-flip books. So I don't know if I've got one here. Just got an example. It's not a very good example, so I didn't think to show it. But they will put a cover, and children really, really enjoy seeing their books, you know, in the ebook. So going back to the Southwark Super Zone project, their stories, which are all anonymised, there will be no information. In fact, the Southwark project is completely free for schools because Southwark are financing it. So all there's no barriers for schools in terms of creating sign-ups or logins. That will all be given to the class or the school, and then all their ebooks, as long as we will check that there's no personal information of addresses or children's identity in any way, but the flip books will be shared to the Southwark platform, and then they will actually, you know, sort of be able to go back to each school and help and work with each school to improve their area.
Oh, brilliant. And if someone signs up to Scribeasy, have you got training resources? Where will they find?
Yes, we do. We've been a little bit slow on that one, but we do. We've got a Google document with lots of links to videos. So literally in bite sizes, how to sign up, how to make a lesson plan, how to upload a picture. Mercy's not with me today, but she's helped put all the, you know, the lesson guides together. And also you can always contact either Mercy or myself or Marla, and we're always there to, you know, we'll always quickly do a Zoom or a video, or, you know, a video call.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I can't see them then.
So there was one question that said, can Scribeasy be used in one-to-one support?
Yeah, I passed that one on.
You've done the one, okay. And then there's another one just saying, can we have a recording of this session? Yes, all the recordings are on the CENMAC website on the training recordings page. I've just put a link in the chat, so I hope whoever GPS is can see that there. And also GPS is asking, can we have access to that Google document you just mentioned, Amanda, with the links?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I'll send that to you after this session.
Great. Okay. And I'll add that to the recordings page of where we put this recording as well, which hopefully GPS, you can click on that recordings page from the chat there. Yeah.
And there's the PDF from today as well, if that's useful, the screenshots, sort of step by step.
Yes, that would be good. We can add that as well.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you so much, Amanda. I think obviously there's so much you can do with Scribeasy, but gives everyone a nice taster. And yeah, I think it's fantastic for what it costs. I think it's a great platform for schools. So yeah, hopefully you get more people signing up.
Fantastic. Thanks for your support, Catherine. I really appreciate it. I think that the lovely thing is that when you actually see children jumping on to the platform, it might seem harder for teachers maybe, but for children, they just start to run because they get, I've got some links to children that we just videoed them, their screens, and they just the first time they were using it. So I've got some really lovely examples of children's thought flow as they're composing the picture. That's where your fronted adverbials start, because it's like in the distance, all your nouns, all your parts of speech are in that picture. And once children have invested in the story, you can hear them. They're planning their their writing, and then once the words are on the page, it's so much easier to kind of bring everything, into place. And also children, it just elicits genuine, writing from the heart, whether it's factual or whether it's we had some wonderful stories for the letters for the mayor with the Super Zones project, and they were really from children's hearts, and and the love for writing comes through in the very simple ways. The bridge is the picture making, and it's the picture making rather than giving children a picture.
Yeah, definitely. I think, for a lot of our learners, that's the key to get them engaged, isn't it? So, yeah. Lovely. Oh, well, thank you so much, Amanda. It was lovely to see you, and hopefully see you soon.
Yeah,
thanks,
see you
Amanda.
soon. Thank you,
Bye.
Annabelle.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks
you,
everyone
everybody.
for joining.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.